everybody.
Hi! How's it going? I'm Janae.
And I'm Nick.
This is Nick and Jene, and we're here to talk about...
What are we talking about today?
Well, you know, if you follow us or if you're new, either way, you know that we always talk about all kinds of things with biz dev, marketing, etc., etc. And I really like to talk about things marketing related, especially because that's what I do. I run a marketing agency, and Nick really likes to focus on biz dev. And today we're going to talk about something really interesting that is coming up, and maybe you don't even know about it yet, where these two worlds are going to collide.
Okay.
And so I'm really excited. And Nick, I actually don't even know that you know that much about this topic either.
Why not?
But the topic today is TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop.
I don't. Tell me what TikTok Shop is.
Oh, well, first of all, I like the name because it sounds like Talk Shop, TikTok Shop. It's just like so catchy.
Works.
I like it. It really works. So basically in beta right now, TikTok Shop, it is going to be an e-commerce type of situation happening on TikTok. So basically I think this is interesting because, like I said, it's in beta right now and it's going to be coming out and widely available sometime soon. We don't know whenever it's ready.
Okay.
It's going to be widely launched, and it will probably be launched here in the US first, I think, and then probably kind of out to other countries, domino effect after that, I would assume. And there's some things we know about it already, some things we don't really know. Like, for example, we're not sure how we know you have to be a brand to do this, like a brand page, a company page on TikTok, not personal accounts, at least to begin with. You'll have to have your inventory in there in some way, shape, or fashion. We don't know what that's going to look like, if it's going to be connected kind of like on Facebook where you connect your catalog. Can it connect to Shopify? I would think so. I would hope so. They also said that when it first rolls out, there are going to be limitations to the types of products that you can do. So it's going to mostly be your standard e-commerce companies and products. So not services, not downloadables, not things like that, but more like
anything regulated to, like,
oh, of course,
like
alcohol,
beer,
right. Probably not
state,
going to be in the initial rollout. But all that being said, this is super interesting because Instagram just decided to close and shutter the doors on their shopping side of their platform because that did not go well for them. So how fascinating is it that while these two competing platforms wanted to both capture this, and Instagram is saying no more like Instagram shopping, that's not happening, and TikTok has TikTok Shop in beta. This is so crazy fascinating to me. Here's the thing though. TikTok is something so entirely different than Instagram. And I think at first we didn't know that. We didn't see all it could be back in 2019 or 2020. And we just thought of it as something fun and entertaining, akin to Instagram. But it did not take long for Instagram to become something defined and different from TikTok, as TikTok grew faster than any other app has ever grown, by the way. They're now at over 1 billion monthly active users, and that happened in record time. So they had this huge growth explosion, and it's taken on a life of its own where it's educational, it's entertainment, it's educational to a point that it's a threat to YouTube. It's entertaining in that it's a point like a competitor to Netflix. And now also it's becoming like a database, a search engine almost, in a way that competes with Google even. So it's a major disruptor in ways that I think none of us saw coming from the beginning. Maybe some of us, myself included, knew it was going to be big and that people should jump on it. I'm proud. I think back to meetings I had back in 2020, and I was like, we should be doing this.
And nobody listened to you.
And everyone's like, I don't know, maybe. And I even remember being like, at a point being like, you know, I'm hearing there are influencers on TikTok. but no brands are really leveraging that yet. We should find them and we should work with them. And people were like, I guess, but I don't really know. And here we are now. Now these influencers will be able to not only say, buy this thing,
but they're sending the traffic right
but
to
if
TikTok.
it's sponsored, you can shop it. And you can shop it without leaving not only the app, but the video itself.
Oh, really? So the checkout page happens,
and at least I think from what I've seen, I believe it's going to happen on a half page, like a half, like a bloop. You tap bloop, it pops up. You still see stuff happening up here, and you can scroll and you can check out.
Shopify is integrating something into YouTube with their, their 2023 updates that they rolled out, like 100 updates. Remember? I sent you that?
Yes.
One of those was a integration into YouTube where you can. I haven't seen it in practice yet, but from the demo, it looked like you could integrate your shop, and then on a live stream, people could shop right in YouTube from your Shopify. But
that is cool.
That is cool that it's happening.
Maybe in one
browser.
of our future videos, you'll be able to shop our merch while we're talking to you here on YouTube. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, some of you might be listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's crazy.
Suffice to say,
it's staying on app because
that's huge.
All of those data points then become data that you can use to market with.
Yeah.
You're not sending the traffic off and potentially losing. It's if you paid the influencer and you boosted the ad and somebody converted, you can see just like you could before. This whole journey of
the data, who's watching it and not buying, who's watching and is buying, like who's sharing
what
it.
What influencer is, almost 100% attribution for each source within the platform.
That's been a struggle too with influencers or affiliates. Unless they have like a specific code or something that you can track, it's hard to know. Right. So this is a way that kind of will work around it. But also, I mean, like Instagram shopping and Facebook shopping both happen technically in app or on the page that you're on. But I feel like the navigation for that stuff just wasn't good. So I think the big struggle that TikTok's going to have is to have easy navigation, something that feels native to the app. It doesn't feel jarring and weird and take you out. The experience is seamless and fast, and it doesn't really disrupt the flow that you're already in. I think is going to be their biggest challenge. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's friction. They're reducing a lot of friction. It's been it's been easy to then kick somebody over to your site to complete the purchase or back and forth. That's the easy thing to do, but that is the step where you do lose people and potentially your data stream kind of cuts off there. So it's a lot more of a lift, but it becomes a much easier process to get from, this looks interesting.
From the brand side, we see the benefits of having that data, that trackable data, but they also have to be thinking about it from the user side a lot in order to make it something that isn't going to flop like the Instagram shopping did.
Yeah, what's interesting about Instagram shopping is that there was a couple times where I saw something that I thought was really cool, and I added it to my cart, but I don't know, there was just this...
You never ever checked out through Instagram, did you? Me either.
One, because
I never did.
I felt really weird, I'm going to be honest, to put my credit card information to something that was branded
social media.
With social media. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know. And I mean, maybe this is me not double checking, but when I remember looking, they didn't have Apple Pay. And I would have just done Apple Pay at the time because I wanted to buy these stickers that I thought were really cool. I would have done Apple Pay, but they didn't have Apple Pay. They wanted me to put in my info, and I just don't trust Facebook that much.
That's interesting.
So
that brings up a really good point that I hadn't thought of until right now. For a lot of users of TikTok, they've already connected their payment method because on lives, they send gifts,
and
you have to pay for those. You have to buy coins or whatever So for a lot of these people, that's already connected.
I wonder if those are going to be the first base of people that really get this rolled out to, are people that have already connected payment information.
Well, and if that's so, then they might really be looking to roll out shopping on lives.
That's
live shopping, basically a QVC type thing. Now, and we have in our past experiences tried to find good ways to do live shopping, and I think it's been a big headache for lots of different brands, lots of different people.
The Shopify thing with
the
YouTube.
Shopify
this just got announced, and we were trying to do that on YouTube,
right?
In a very
different way. Yes.
Oh my gosh! Then it's like you could do it a lot easier on your site, but then you have to drive traffic to your site and not to YouTube.
There's also Amazon who has like shopping personalities, and the videos are on the home. I never watch them either. They look a little weird. Produced, somebody must be watching it, or they wouldn't be doing it, right? I would think. But you don't, that's the thing, you don't go to your Amazon.com homepage for shopping and plan to watch content to shop. You go to TikTok to watch content, and the famous phrase, TikTok made me buy it, is important and huge because somebody earnestly will just say, I got this thing and I really like it. And then it will blow up, and then that brand will be like, just take off with that. And that can be now utilized in a whole new way.
Do you think there's going to be like a point of diminishing returns though, where there's such a, I mean, it's going to be different because TikTok is a different audience than Instagram, but I feel like Instagram got to the point where the authenticity felt so manufactured that like
I was thinking about that too.
Nothing was sacred. So like TikTok made me buy it. Is that going to like lose all meaning?
I don't know, because at the same time that this is happening, we are seeing, it's kind of funny to say this, it's kind of contradictory, but,
Sorry.
Of course. Kind of contradictory, but there's a rising trend of de-influencers. Have you heard about de-influencers? Have you seen anybody de-influencing?
I like it.
I like it too.
It's basically, I mean, they're calling it something new, but you're basically just shit-talking a brand.
Well, essentially,
I mean,
yes.
Let's call it what it is.
There are people who are not being paid.
This item sucks.
Yeah, there are people who are not being paid. They are, but they're still trusted, like, opinion leaders, personalities. Yeah. And they say, like, okay, everybody's talking about this product, so I got it, and I'm going to be someone unpaid giving you a real live review of it. And that is huge. That's huge.
But generally, the consensus is that they are not speaking of it positively because de-influencing
means don't buy it.
Exactly.
And they might even say, here's what I would buy instead.
Yeah.
And they're not paid to do that. So I think that this is coming at a really interesting time because we know brands on TikTok when we see them, and I think that on Instagram, brands and people were becoming a little bit hard to distinguish because everybody wanted a branded, polished looking profile as if they were a company, even if they're just a person on Instagram. It's on Instagram. And brands wanted to be cool, relatable lifestyle to look like you're just following a cool person. And it got all like mishy-mashy in there. That's not a real word, but you know what I mean? So TikTok, it is distinct. And on TikTok, brands who get it and who say we are a brand, but we still get TikTok and we're doing the fun TikTok things, they're highly respected. And if they can then have a way to buy the thing that isn't in your face, like you still have to tap it yourself, you still have to look for it in the caption or wherever it's gonna be.
You know what fumbled?
You can do that.
What was great but really lost that little bit of conversion at the end was that 10-minute TikTok ad with Hilton. Loved it. Loved the concept. I feel like the execution was really good.
So
really
well done.
The call to action at the end.
Some of my favorite creators were in it too, which made me really happy.
Like the call to action at the end that was like, go to the link in our bio. That felt a little tired. And then it popped up to like a Hilton, like a regular Hilton Rewards landing page to say like, log in with your account and you're entered for a chance to win points and stuff. So one, you had to already be logged in. 2, you had to have like a Hilton account. 2, on the page, it came up to this super corporate Hilton, not loading, super well optimized for mobile type page. And all of the like, ooh, they get it, that was built up. You lost some of it there. I went ahead and I finished, and I wanted to try it. But I could definitely see some people going like, I don't have a Hilton account. I don't, like, younger and younger people, maybe like I'm thinking of like my sister, who's like 10 years younger than me. She probably doesn't have a Hilton account, has never thought of getting
Well, they would be prompted to then make one.
I know, but again, then that would have taken you, because I saw it said don't have an account, register for one. But that on the Hilton side was already the very corporate-y feeling type of registration. It would have been like a lot of effort for a short piece of, I think, like for a short, piece of work at the end of it. But I think it would have really sold it if even the way that they converted on the call to action was like something a little bit more, assume that people, 20 and under don't have a Hilton account, because that's like kind of an older people thing to like get rewards and get the credit card and like.
But they're trying to make it younger. Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. Anyway, there's a lot of potential here with TikTok Shop. I think seeing it in the live shopping experiences will be very interesting. It may not start that way, or maybe it will. We'll just have to wait and see. There's still a lot of mystery about TikTok Shop as it is in beta.
I love the idea though that they need to put in inventory, because the minute you said live and coins, you know what I thought of immediately?
No?
I thought of those idiotic people that go live on TikTok at Disneyland every single day for like the whole day.
I see.
And what if they were walking in the store and people said,
like those shoppers. Ooh,
what if they mixed in commerce where it's just like,
I didn't even think about that, but no, this is going to start for strictly brands, strictly companies, and having some kind of store with products connected. So I'm excited to see, and once it rolls out, we'll be talking about it right here on our YouTube series or on our podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let us know what your thoughts on TikTok Shop are. Is it something you'd use? Is it something that you want to know more about? Did you ever use Instagram Shop? Like, I don't know a single person who actually checked out through Instagram, but if you did, what was that like? I guess we kind of want to know, but I guess maybe not. Anyways, thanks so much. And until next time, it's business as usual.
Bye.